Right, Lions. Let's get into some playoff talk. We just off air talked a bunch of Packer stuff, and indeed we also got a Packer question here on our through Twitter. And so let's talk about the elephant in the room here. The Green Bay Packers still technically alive after winning against the Rams on Monday night. Question here comes from Keith Battle on Twitter. Bigger FU to Green Bay, beating the Packers in Lambeau in Week 18 to secure a playoff spot, or resting starters in Lambeau in Week 18 because the Lions have already clinched?
I think the bigger slap in the face would be the resting the starters. But I personally would rather smack the taste out of their mouths when the game's on the line. Like I know that like people are scared of the Packers, and I get it. And there's history there, and there's all kinds of like ref problems and stuff that come along with Lambeau Field. I don't care. I
Tempted
want
fate.
I want give me that joy. That's what I want. I want that joy. I want it to be I want the Lions to, be in a spot where it means something. I want the Packers to be holding on with just grasping for the last little bit. And I want the Lions to just slowly step on them and squeeze the tears right out of their eyes.
Wow, Eric, this is a violent side of you that I've never witnessed. To be fair, I haven't really known you personally since the Lions have been good, or when the Lions have been good, I should say. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like I am Mister. I know on this podcast, especially on our live streams a couple weeks ago, I was here screaming at Lions fans to stop being afraid of the Lions, stop being afraid of the Packers. But now that the goal is a little bit more attainable and that everything is a little bit more realistic now, I'm kind of running to my scaredy hole again a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and part of this isn't an SOL thing. It's more of a me kind of realizing that the Packers are maybe not as bad as I thought they were. Because listen, they're not a good football team. They got a really horrible defense. There's a reason why they all want to fire Joe Barry, but they're starting to come on offensively. And you guys know how much I love DVOA. Since week 10, they have the number 2 offense in the league. Sorry, number 3.
Number 3 offense. What's the Lions defense at that time?
9th or 10th?
Okay. So what's the Lions offense at that time?
5th.
Okay. And then the Packers defense during that time is what, like 30th?
24th.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So Lions are a more complete team. There's no question about that. But
Mm-hmm.
they're more even than maybe you'd expect because Green Bay is 8th
That's
overall.
fine.
8th overall in DVOA, where the Lions are 3rd
That's fine.
in that time. So to me, it's just, I am a fan that doesn't want, I hate anxiety. I'm an anxious person, whether it's my Jewish background or whatever. Like, I'm a nebbish person. So to me, take all of the emotion out of that final game. Wrap everything up. Don't leave anything to chance. Don't leave anything to ref shenanigans. Don't leave anything to weather shenanigans. Don't leave anything to an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary. Leave nothing on the table. Clinch by week 17, at the end of week 17, and go into week 18 saying, you don't mean crap to us, Packers. We're already in the dance.
Yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have that thing wrapped up by Christmas. You know what I mean? Like that's a realistic situation where if the things fall the right way, right?
And to be, we won't run through the scenario now, but just so you know, on the website we're going to have a very clear breakdown of how the Lions can clinch by the end of week 17.
But at the same time, there are memorable moments that are burned into your head, and they're not moments where you are walking into a game with everything in your back pocket, nothing to play for, and just confidently walking into the playoffs. No, those moments that are burned into your memory are the ones when something's on the line and you have and it means something to the other team, and they try to take it and you snatch it from them and you bury them. And that's what I want. I want the last image of a Aaron Rodgers in a Packers uniform to be him whining to the refs because his players didn't run the right routes, or that there was a pass breakup that by Akuda that he blames the refs for not throwing a flag. I want that seared into my eyes so that I can see. I want it tattooed on your arm next to your Mount Rushmore of Lions media. I want Aaron Rodgers just breaking in front of me as the Lions put him into retirement on their way to the playoffs.
Let me
Give that to me.
Eric, I think I found the perfect happy medium here. Giants lose out, Washington loses out, Seattle loses out. The Lions clinch a playoff spot in week 17, but that now they're in 6 instead of 7. That 7 spot is still on the line for the Green Bay Packers. And what do the Lions do? They send out Nate frickin' Sudfeld to Matt Flynn them and beat them in week 18 and knock the Lions out or knock the Packers out of the playoffs with their backup frickin' quarterback. How about that? Can we agree on that? Like, that would be beautiful. Perfect.
I don't know, man. He has a -2 yards to his record this season. So I don't know.
Come on, that like if we're dreaming up dream scenarios, that has to be the best.